was cute.
This is a pretty sick looking gear storage space. Not mine, not Ethan's, but we're just camera prepping in here. The rig for today, the Blackmagic 6K Pro, and we're hooking up some audio. We got the Rode NTG shotgun microphone, and we put the Rode wireless mic system on this as well later.
As far as I know, it's just the fight at the
Just pulled up to the BMO Center for MMA 52. I've never been to an MMA fight, and we're about to film one. We got the 6K Pro. We got Ethan's, well, probably not Ethan's, but not my shotgun. And we're all rigged up right now. Shitty rig.
Scotiabank settled on. No.
So if you didn't watch last week's episode, me and this guy right here, Ethan, we're filming a documentary. The documentary is surrounding a trainer for boxers and MMA UFC fighters, and it's about his gym, the community that he's built around it, the emotions and the lifestyle around being a fighter. I'm not doing a great job explaining this because I'm the DP for the project. So I'm in charge of the camera and lighting and making it look all nice and fancy, and also helping deliver that story still. So when we first pull up here, we just got some B-roll of the ring and kind of the crowd, even like the cameraman setting up or something, and just stuff that caught our eye that could look cool as B-roll. So one thing on this camera that's quite nice for this scenario is for frames per second. Click on it, off speed frame rate, and then once you set it to, you can go up to 48 frames per second for 6K, which I found is pretty good for this type of content. And yeah, once you set it to 48, all you have to do is literally click the on off for off speed, and then yeah, just changes back to 24, and we just keep our shutter speed at 180 degrees and easy. This is the fighter we were mainly capturing, Mac Larson, and we were able to interview him just in the hallway before and after his fight, which was really interesting because we kind of quickly set up these interviews, found a spot with good enough lighting and composition, made sure the audio was good, and then went for it. Mac was the third last fight, I think. And so after we watched a few of the fights and found what we can expect, we were in it. It ended up only being one round, so got what I could in that one round. Just wrapped up. It was a long day, but a super fun one. Definitely want to try to get back out there and film some more MMA or boxing. at some point, whether it be for this documentary again or trying to see if we can get a connect with just the MMA association when it comes to Calgary events. Because now we have that proof of work to show if we put some of that footage together, or if we have some of the documentary ready by the time the next event happens, which I think will be in December. But that was basically the most run and gun it could have been. I was literally running around trying to pull focus, switch a lens here and there. That was kind of tricky because I had the Sigma 18 to 35, but sometimes I wanted to get a little bit tighter than that. So we'd switch to just a Canon 50mm, like the little nifty 50 lens. But then I was would be too tight on that for a scenario, but we were walking and trying to catch up to Eric, the trainer, and Mac, the guy, the fighter that we were filming. So I was kind of trying to juggle a few things at once, but it was super nice having Ethan there because then he could help me like swap lenses, tell me like what I should shoot if there's like something going on with, especially like when we're filming the fight itself. If maybe Eric's having good reaction or he's really yelling at him to do something, then we film Eric because that's pretty important. But I think those situations really test you to kind of make the best with what you have, especially for like some interview stuff too. We just go into the hallway, try to pick a place where the lighting's somewhat decent and the composition's going to be somewhat decent, and make do with it. Make sure that the audio is great. That's the most important thing for documentaries when it comes to the interview stuff. Bit of an earlier start this morning. Got up around 6:30, but honestly I should be getting up a little bit earlier anyway because I feel like I can always get a lot more done. But we're just waiting on Ethan. He's going to be picking me up for another day filming at the gym. This is all that I need to bring. We got my camera in this light bag so far. In this bag that is meant for my light, but it works so far. Extra camera stuff in there and fluid head tripod. Let me know if you guys have a recommendation for a case where I can put that rig in, like fully rigged up and just like pretty easily get it out, but that's like kind of padded and, you know, not my light bag. This bag actually is decent so far though, but I'm gonna get something specifically for my camera. We start out the day just shooting on some sticks and just getting some cool locational B-roll establishing shots. Eric's got this cool chicken farm that they incubate eggs there, and you know, we're getting some B-roll of him feeding the chickens, just giving a little bit more insight into the interesting lifestyle that Eric has out here on this land. I was rocking the Adamus Shinobi monitor here too, which is nice because then I can rig it up a little bit higher and not have to totally like crank my neck downwards to see that tilt-up screen. Although that tilt-up screen's really nice on the 6K Pro, but I found it nice to use the monitor as well. Then we were filming some stuff with one of Eric's boxers here with just basically natural light. Tried flicking on and off some of the light switches in here to find a good balance, and then I was really just trying to backlight things as much as possible, see where I could get the most shape with the lighting in the space, do the best we can with just natural light and filming as they work out. I only brought one 98 watt hour V-mount battery too. Probably should have brought another one. But it did end up lasting us for all the time we needed in the morning here. Camera eats first. That's kind of hard, actually.